Welcome back to the GSMC Golf Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. We are on our last leg of this Tuesday podcast here, talking about what makes the Memorial so special, as it is a very special tournament in my heart. I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. This is when it's Memorial Week, when it's Memorial Day weekend. This is a very special event for so many people in Columbus, Ohio. I've driven by this golf course, I can't tell you how many times, and it really means so much. Seeing Muirfield Village, it is such a beautiful, beautiful place in Columbus. It is in Dublin, Ohio, for those of you that are not familiar with the area. It is northwest of Columbus, pretty much directly northwest. You take 315 to 270 over to Sawmill Road, and then you could get onto I think it's 750, which is the street to get you there. I've taken that, I've been around the area so much of my life. So much of it has been spent, of course, around Dublin, Ohio. I worked in Dublin for a couple of years, so very meaningful is this tournament for me and for a lot of people in Columbus, Ohio. What makes it so special? It's Jack's course. It's Jack Nicklaus being the best golfer in the world before Tiger Woods came along and destroyed every single record imaginable in golf, and is now, of course, the undisputed GOAT of golf. But for Jack Nicklaus, went to Ohio State. The outer belt of Columbus is named the Jack Nicklaus Freeway. Very important figure in Columbus, Ohio. Everything, Dublin, a prominent suburb in Columbus, really is built because of what Jack Nicklaus has done, and it's very special. And the golf course at Ohio State that I've played on is dedicated to Jack Nicklaus. The Golden Bear means so much for this game. He gave his entire life to golf. He's still teeing off at the Masters so many years later. He means so much to this world of golf that we celebrate. And this week, of course, this is his golf course. This is his tournament. So the reason it's a signature event, and it's because of Jack Nicklaus. He's a fantastic course designer. He designed Valhalla, the course that was used for the PGA Championship this year, and he designed, of course, Muirfield Village, as this is his tournament. He makes subtle changes every single year to this tournament to make it just a little bit harder. Last year, it played as hard as it ever has. Victor Hovland was the winner last year, and we'll do a full preview of the golf course and of Muirfield Village and the Memorial Tournament on Thursday. This is not my preview podcast, but I do want to talk about what makes the Memorial so special. Right now in Dublin, Ohio, in Bridge Park, where where a lot of things happen in Dublin, for those of you that aren't familiar, there's this huge poster of the Memorial. There's a huge golf ball in Dublin, Ohio. It means so much to that city. When you get so many people coming into the city, it means so much. They do a fantastic job. The Memorial is a very special time and a very special event in Columbus, and that's what I wanted. I just want to spend some time talking about that. Last year, Victor Hovland won, and it was a very impressive win. The tournament played as difficult as it ever played. As I mentioned, he finished with 281 strokes. Nobody has really eclipsed the 280 point besides Kenny Perry in 2008. That was pretty down year across the entire all of the signature events were pretty down year, but Victor Hovland last year, 281 in a very stacked field, was it showed how difficult the course was, and the course always plays so fun. It changes so often, as I mentioned. He makes there are so many bunkers. There's water all over the course. He really makes it as interesting as it possibly can. So the Memorial is a once again, I can't say this enough. It's a very special event, and it's one that I'm very much looking forward to. I always get so excited. Unfortunately, although I've lived in Columbus for 20 years that I've been on this earth, I have not once in my life been to Muirfield Village to watch the Memorial Tournament. I mentioned that I've driven by it countless of times. I have, but I've never been on the course. I've never, seeing these guys tee off on it. That's definitely something I would definitely look forward to eventually in my life going to do so as a journalist. But yeah, when it comes to this tournament, it is the only one that gets played in Ohio, right? there's no real big golf courses in Ohio besides Muirfield Village. So when it does happen, a lot of guys get up for it, which makes the atmosphere so great and so special. It's one that stands out for me, and it's one that I mark on my calendar. It plays as like a fifth major. A lot of people talk about the Players Championship being a fifth major. A lot of people talk about the Memorial. The Rocket Mortgage is a fantastic signature. Wells Fargo Championship is a fantastic signature event. But this one, I think, for me, is the most special. A lot of guys would say the Players is the most meaningful to win outside of the majors. I would say that the Memorial is a great one to win. I mean, when you look at the list of winners, and we'll talk about this again on Thursday, Victor Hovland, Patrick Cantlay, John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Hideki Matsuyama, Tiger Woods 4 times, or 5 times? He's won it 5 times, sorry. That's insane. This guy was so good. Tiger Woods 5 times, Steve Stricker, Justin Rose, Jim Furyk, Fred Couples, Vijay Singh, Greg Norman, Kenny Perry, Jack Nicklaus, of course, in 1984 won it, and in 1977. So I can't believe Jack Nicklaus won on his own course. He's won it twice on this course. But yeah, I mean, golf tournaments that show that stacked of leaderboard, and when you have winners that stretch through eras and the era-defining golfers that are winning on a course regularly, that means the course is very fun. Rory McIlroy has never won here. Jordan Spieth never won there. Justin Thomas has never won there. So a lot of these guys are going to be very excited to tee off in 2024, looking for their first win in Dublin, Ohio. It's just a very special event when it comes to the area. Once again, it's one that I'm very much looking forward to. It's an exciting time when it comes to, of course, I'm in Chicago for this summer, so I'm not even going to be able to go to the event, although I really wish that I could. It's something that's so exciting. Memorial Day weekend is a great, weekend all around Columbus, Ohio. The entire week leading up to it's also pretty cool, so I'm very excited to see who wins this year. I think that, Scottie Scheffler hasn't won here yet. He definitely has a chance. We talked about how good of odds, Rory McIlroy has here. So a lot of guys looking for their first at the Memorial, and I think it's one that that would mean a lot. It is, at the bare minimum, a top 7, I would say, event on the tour for the year. So I'm excited for this one, how it plays. A lot of guys are going to be excited for it as well. But I think that'll wrap it up for our Tuesday edition of the GSMC Golf Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and your support means a lot to us. If you would like to like and follow the show, that would mean a lot to us as well. If you want to subscribe to us on YouTube, all that support means so much to us. We also have Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram that you guys could support as well. Anything means... any help really means a lot for us. So thank you all for tuning in once again, and all of you guys have a fantastic and wonderful evening.